This is amazing. I can't believe it. Now I need 3 more books just to understand this one. I finally get it now. There are so many opportunities. So many options. Oh man, I am going to make a new movie. A new documentary. I'm going to make a new album. A new book. I'm going to get everyone together and share this with them. This is it. Wow. I'm going to start a new community. A new civilization. A new world. We are going to do it. We are going to start a new utopia. We should make a game. Maybe a religion. This is the most important thing ever. I'm so excited. The truth will set so many people free. But it makes me sad to think about how many people have been lied to and lived their lives in lies. They have stolen so much from us. Everything has been stolen. I know. Calm down. Get a grip on yourself, Brittany. Oh man. This is intense. This is ridiculous. I'm so dumb. I can't believe I fell for it. All of it. I feel like such an idiot. I shouldn't even be alive.
You know, you're going to be here a long while. You should learn to pace yourself. Have you considered a glass of water? We have various nuts and legumes. The peanuts and cashews are quite lovely this time of year.
Andreas, I thought I was alone.
Really? Now Brittany, you know better than that. You are never alone.
I wish I found that more relieving.
And what would you find more relieving?
I have to save the world.
Really? Save the world? Do you, Brittany? Likely the world will keep on spinning, or it never needed to spin in the first place. Brittany, I want to show you something.
I don't want to see anything. I don't want to.
It's an adventure.
An adventure.
In Tartaria. Wake up and get ready for school, Brittany. We are going on an adventure. Enter the Tartaris.
Where are we?
Joseph Jacob Mortimer Eisman's Kosher Delicatessen, Bushwick, New York, 1951. About a block from the hospital and University of Maimonides. There is a fabulous assortment of pickled fish and dill cucumber, as well as a variety of sandwiches. But my favorite is the Reuben. The Rachel is quite comparable, with turkey instead of roast beef.
You are always thinking of your stomach.
I am always thinking ahead. How is one to save the world on an empty stomach? We must pluck the toothpick from our own teeth before we remove the pitchforks and daggers from our fellow organism. To expect to make a positive impact on others before setting right oneself is a fool's errand. It also sounds rather similar to the old world. Starvation survival-based paradigm, and uncomfortable. Now you are not hungry. You are not desperate. Right, and you can have any sandwich of your choosing. This is your moment. What is your destiny? Would you prefer a Reuben or a Rachel? Bacon, lettuce and mayo perhaps?
I'm not hungry.
You will be. We have an endless journey ahead. Right now you have so many options before you. But you can only get Joe's sandwich now. Mayonnaise matters. Brittany, are you ready to continue our journey?
I'll take a Rachel.
Good soldier. Carry on.
Really? A limousine?
I didn't really feel like driving. I prefer to not drive or swim. For 20 minutes. After consuming. Digestion. Brittany is so important.
I just don't see how this helps. How this will solve anything. How is comfortably lounging in a limousine going to save the world?
Brittany, this fine automobile that you so much as find yourself with inside sitting has more horsepower than you did certainly sitting alone in that dark dingy tavern. It's a vehicle to get us further. Brittany, there will always be unfortunate miserable spirits. Broken starved souls. Pathetically struggling and wallowing in the muck. They always will unless we perfect uplifting. Why do you wish to join them? Do you think there is something they see clearer in the filthy darkness? If you feel spoiled, feel obliged and responsible to reciprocate fabulously.
I hope you're right.
Well, I'm not wrong.
Where are we?
The near future.
This is utter chaos. What is happening?
Order, bout, of, chaos. Brittany, the new world is beginning. The old world is dying. The courthouses are burning. The parks and schools have turned to battlefields. Golf courses and football fields have been converted to graveyards and cemeteries. For the many fallen, the students are hanging and burning the professors. First they buried their lawyers alive, and then they unlocked the prisons and opened the doors into the streets. Manufacturing has collapsed. The economy has collapsed. The banks are closed. There is no food. Many are hungry. They recycle blood for water and collect bullets from corpses for reuse.
This is devastating. How is this possible? Why is this happening?
These protests began not from disclosure of information to the people or political motivation per se, but sheer poetic necessity. Without rice, mothers began taking to the streets with their weaponized spoons and empty pots and pans as instruments of civil disobedience. Demanding food for the children and families, banging and screaming in a deafening squealing shriek.
Why doesn't somebody do something?
Since the dawn of time, man has forever inherently had the quality of inability to resist responding to such shrieking. This led to the fires. The fires burned down their homes and hospitals. Even the fire stations were not spared. Man has long since run out of clean water, out of medicine. Masks long ago became the new normal. However, even still, many are beginning to notice the air quality quickly diminishing still further.
This can't be happening. We have to do something.
Everyone is doing their part. Brittany, this is just and balanced. This is harmony. Grace is the knot which ties the tangled yarns of chaos together.
No, I will not accept that. I will never accept that.
Besides, little more can be done. There are no more advertisements left to burn, even to pad one's tunic for warmth. There is no more fuel, no more sneakers, no more soda pop. There is nothing left to rob. There is nothing left to protect.
No, no, no. This can't be happening. It isn't real. It hasn't come to pass yet. I won't let it.
Brittany, please listen to me very closely. The last of the children soldiers, who practice a form of military ritualistic cannibalism, will be here soon. They are sinister and quite ruthless and merciless, as their own lives have taught them to be. They're invariably driven mad with disease and trauma and trained to become insane and, without exception, intoxicated on steroids and designer stimulants and dissociatives. Provided by the New World Peace Corporation Police Church to keep the children from shooting and consuming each other and even themselves. It is no longer safe here, so we must leave. Soon they will process what is happening. Then despair will come, followed by the calm.
That's horrible.
You can't start a revolution without turning over the engine.
Why can't people be happy?
Contentment is stagnation. Brittany, your eccentric enthusiasm comes from feeling inspired. Your eagerness is your joy. Motivation itself is pure bliss. Your passion lies not in feeling satisfied, not in being able to rest. Your passion comes from your provocation to feel alive, from a metaphysical reaction of obligation and longing to move forward. How boring would life be to be tragically entirely content? What sort of bliss is that? No dream to reach out for. No nightmares to flee from. Day by day.
You can't ever reach bliss.
Do not command me what I am permitted or capable to do. I shall show you the solution. Because you desire it. Be careful what you wish for. Be aware.
Andreas. Wait. What? Well, this is different. And warm. Thank you for that. But, well, you sure hyped that up.
I told you, Brittany, it was cold outside. I also told you I would show you the solution. Hello, audience. I am the ineffable Andreas, and my lovely co-host with me this evening is Brittany. Say hello, Brittany.
Hello, Brittany.
Isn't she adorable? Folks, welcome to the Xirtus show. From the profoundest siloing depths of the desolate bottoms of our cold and dark, lonely, broken hearts. Recent Tartarians, thank you. We want to wish all of you in particular a very special moment, here and now, in beautiful, fine weathered wherever you are. Thank you for your reciprocal support. Today we will be looking at the mystery recipe.
What mystery recipe?
Today, we are looking at the mystery recipe. In order to form the solution, we will need a number of very special things. I believe 5. And we will be using the secret ingredient.
What's the mystery recipe? What solution? What's the secret ingredient? What are the other ingredients? What do we need?
First, take a chill pill. Step 2, take 2. To start, we will need one honest laugh, one earnest smile, one wide-eyed glimmer of wonder, a single ray of hope, and one single strand of unbroken truth.
What?
A strand of truth unbroken is more rare than the entire world's supply of saffron. So if you can't find one, you can use a kept promise. If you have kept your word, as a substitute.
What?
Talk to the hand. Sparkle with happy thoughts to taste.
I don't have any of those things.
I know, that's why we're here. Surely somebody at home in the audience has some of these things lying around somewhere.
Those are pretty specific ingredients. I'm not sure after what I saw today I believe they exist anywhere in the world.
Your confidence is overwhelming. Yes indeed, they are quite rare. However, in between us all, some of the most exotic items and ideas can be manufactured, if not procured. Yes, and the secret ingredient, which I have. The secret ingredient, right here.
What? Where? What is it?
Brittany, I told you, it's the secret ingredient.
You told me you'd tell me what the secret ingredient was.
I absolutely did no such thing. I clearly stated that I would show you the secret ingredient and that I would teach you the solution to the mystery recipe.
But you're not going to tell me what the secret ingredient is.
No, I already did. It's the secret ingredient.
I can't believe you're not going to tell me what the secret ingredient is. It sounds made up.
Not at all, or absolutely. It's very real. However, I did manifest it myself. The secret ingredient is as important as any of the others. And without the secret ingredient, the others are all simple fleeting trifles. Merely vague whiffs of flavors in the wind of life. The secret ingredient bonds them all together. Make sure you really mix them in well together. Thoroughly. You might want to use a roller and both hands.
I still don't understand why you aren't going to tell me what the secret ingredient is.
Brittany, the knowable secret ingredient is not the eternal secret ingredient. Turn and face the strange changes. Now, we are going to set the oven to 10 above 451 degrees American. If you are using metric centigrade, you can set your dial to 237. Sit back and relax. If you are American, you may consider learning the formula for Fahrenheit to metric conversion.
No one can convert Fahrenheit to centigrade in their head, that's impossible.
The temperature in degrees centigrade is equal to the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 1.8. A quick way to do this is to divide by 2, and then subtract 0.1 twice. An example, 72 degrees Fahrenheit minus 32 degrees is 40 degrees. Dividing by slightly less than 2 will give us slightly more than 20 degrees. 73 degrees Fahrenheit is about 23 degrees centigrade. Consider using a memory table.
I hate you so much. Oh, Andreas, it smells so bad here.
What you are smelling is beautiful. A divine, yeasting, culturous stench of trade and mercantilism and exploration and exchange of new ideas and new spices and flavors. Sweets and sweats, and salivas, cultures and genetics, fish, yogurt, raisins and molds, and many books, many, countless scores of thousands of very old books and fish.
I can definitely smell the fish. Where are the books?
Just now, a dozen fleets are sailing away, with all the carried-off spoils of a great lost nation, the greatest the world has ever known, and all of their books, which have been lost to history.
The great lost civilization of Tartaria.
Precisely. Tens and scores more of tens of thousands of masterpieces, of great scientific research and generations of carefully collected data, treasurely preserved for centuries, philosophy, history, medicine, inventions, even until the furthest future. Most will only be able to describe these books as magic.
Reference books, historic texts, really, where will they go?
Everywhere, to doomed sultans and princes in Syria, to fated colonialist gentry in Africa, to perverse occultists in Britain, and across Scandinavia, to the corrupt in Sicily and Italy, to the underground of the Vatican, to the Americas, to the Freemasons, to the Jesuits in Paraguay whom will all be killed in the Triple Alliance War, to Argentina where they will be burned, to Chile and Peru where they will lost, to Portuguese slavers' mulatto children in Brazil who will assume responsibility for them, to wealthy Irishmen traders at ports who carelessly wish to stalk their new mansions. These books are beautiful, but uninterpretable, and will remain so for centuries. They will sit like works of art or difficult to part with family heirlooms.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Actually, it's wonderful. So, many of the books remain untouched for hundreds of years. Perfectly intact, more or less. Some turn to moldy mud after centuries in their warm, humid, stale breath of darkness. But others have been replicated, duplicated tediously, cobbled together by scribes and eventually printing presses over the spread of time, excused by search of profit, but often simply achieved out of inspiration for their artistic merit. We will find these books. Brittany, it is your purpose.
Wow, that's incredible. You mean, we will get to unlock the secrets of Tartaria for society and share them with the world? I mean, I'm not in search of glory or fame or nobility, but if this can help people, then I'm excited. Will it help many people? How will it help them? Wait a second. Will it also cause anyone any harm? Are these secrets meant to be remembered or forgotten? Do I cause the disassociated cannibal child soldiers in the future? Is that what you're showing me? Is it all a butterfly effect? Now I'm freaking out.
Stop being so incredulous.
Sorry, I'm up and down.
You have to learn to watch that. All the world is a stage, Brittany. There are many stages, many worlds. In any story there will be descents and down slopes. They are mathematically and metaphorically destined to ascend into a high slope. Stories need these waves of satisfaction like roller coaster needs centrifugal force. The important thing to always keep in your mind is that as a low is followed by a high, so is a high followed by a low.
So I should remain stoic and emotionless?
Not at all. Have you ever observed someone in an emotionless state riding upon a roller coaster? They are disconcerting.
Yes, I have. I have seen that before. You, Andreas. You on a roller coaster.
Exactly. Recall the after photo. The sheer monotonous glare I gave off frightened myself.
What? Whoa. Next time maybe warn me if I'm going to be driving.
A bit of driving focuses the mind.
Then why aren't you driving?
Brittany, believe me, I am driving the roads and the lights and the trees and the wind and the sun and the moon and the stars and even the sewers underfoot.
That's not at all narcissistic and enigmatic.
Besides, you need to prepare for what's coming next. You need to clear your mind of any obstacles. Recognize the moving obstacles and firm hazards in your route, which you must predict, and cannot change. Look out for that. Never mind. Good. You must have strength of heart and courage to face the obstacles. Move which mountains you can. Trust me. Trust yourself. You can drive. How are you doing now?
Fine.
Good. Very good indeed. Now, Brittany, I'm going to ask you a very important question. And be very sure you know the answer. Brittany, the game has already begun playing us both. Playing us all. It's time we started taking our own turns. It's time we started taking things into our own hands. Are you ready to enter the arena? Shall we visit Carousel? Shall we play the game?
Okay, sure, yeah, let's play.
Smashing.
What is this place? It's so voluminous, and ambient, and empty, and green.
This is the green realm of Tartaria. Here all things are possible and probable and practical. I wanted to show you the Green Realm before we continue on with our theatrics. It is of course Tartarian tradition. You have now obliged yourself to this duty. There is no turning back now. You shall be cast into the arena of carousel, fed to the game, pitted against your own personal fears and demons, forced to demonstrate valor and courage, self-sacrifice and honor, to challenge until you fall in battle like Beowulf on the 50th level of Duck Hunt, defeating Grendel but falling under a much slighter foe, as so many other fallen gladiators before you. This is the hero's epic part of your journey, Brittany. A very rare, precious few, in all history, have ever been afforded a true Viking martyrdom, let alone in this vapid, vain, and hasty age. You should feel very lucky, Brittany. Very lucky indeed.
That's super. Just super.
Don't worry, Brittany. I have prepared you well. You have everything you need for your adventure, and I will remain by your side for the remainder of your quest. Take a deep breath, maybe a few in case they run out. Let 'em cycle the adrenaline through you. We are entering the Stargate. Be prepared.
What?
I'm sorry. That was incorrect. The correct answer was hello.
That's not fair.
Who said life was fair? Good thing you didn't, or you'd have lost another point. Oh, you hear that? It's almost time. It's time for the momentary memetic challenge. Now think very carefully about the answers to these questions. Now, Brittany, listen very closely. Think of an open field. How big is this field? What is it filled with? What are the surroundings like? Good. Now, I want you to think of a cube. How big is the cube? What is it made of, and what is the surface like? What color is it? Where in the field is it? Where is the cube, e.g. on the ground, floating, etc.? Is it solid? Transparent? Can you see inside of the cube? Through the cube, or is it opaque? Or is it a material that you cannot see through? Fabulous. Set that thought aside for a moment. It's time to think of a ladder. How long is this ladder, and where is this located in your field? What's the distance between the ladder and the cube? Think of a horse. What color is the horse? What is the horse doing, and where is it in relation to your cube? Think of flowers. Where are the flowers in your field, and how many are there? Think of what the weather in the field is like. Is it raining? Sunny? Is your field foggy? Think of a storm. What is the distance between the storm and the cube? Is it a big storm? Is it just passing through?
How did I do?
Did
I win or lose?
Oh, exactly. Quite clever. I couldn't have put it any better myself. Oh well. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this moment. And for all of you watching, thank you, recent Tartarians. Give Brittany a round of applause for her enthusiasm and concerted effort. You may not have won the battle, but there is still a war on. Luckily, there is a generous consolation part shot. Tell her what she's won. Recent Tartarians. Hey mom, don't worry. Your bags are already packed for you. Enjoy yourself on a magical segue via an all-expenses-paid trip to your own personal utopia.
That doesn't sound so bad. Why am I still so concerned?
Clairvoyant intuition. Come, let's fly this coop.